performance right from the start as it begins its takeoff roll from the right-hand end of the airfield. And here it goes, the incredible Lockheed U-2S. Which is a U-2 pulling its gear. Now, this airplane is going to be doing what was for it a high-speed pass, not mission. And what that means is there's some sensitive equipment on board housed appropriately that would be used wherever the operational commanders request it to be. So the signals intelligence suite is in these superpods that are on the wings. And that listens, as you might, the eyes and ears, as you might be able to determine, and the eyes are on the nose of the airplane. So the different sensors that we put on the nose are electro-optical infrared sensor or set capture radar. Both being able to achieve something that you cannot achieve from low altitude sensors. All that information that's being passively collected or actively collected is then transmitted through the satellite dish, where for training purposes it's going to be setting up for what we call a high key, setting out some drag to simulate that the engine has failed. So the glide ratio that you'll be experiencing watching now is the same as it would if the engine was actually failed. So it truly is gliding. Now, as we watch the aircraft coming past, I think it's worth reflecting, given our eyes in the skies theme, how the U-2's capability has evolved, even in relatively recent times, because wet film used to be the order of the day. Was it 2022 or so that was retired? That's right, the optical bar camera is what that was called. It had actual film. Several miles of film on a large reel, produced by Kodak, that was in the back of the airplane. And it was a purely optical sensor, passively operated. And it's basically the sensor that the airplane was built with. And it was just recently retired, that particular sensor, but it's been replaced with far more high-fidelity sensors, things to that effect. So, watch out at the right-hand end of the runway as the U-2 turns onto very short finals, and let's try and listen out as we can for the chase car. The chase car is not underway yet, it's just getting underway now, and we'll soon hear the occupants talking the U-2 down and calling out the heights. There's 20, 15, 10, 15. One more thing to keep an eye on for that is the landing configuration of this airplane. So it's a bicycle landing gear, tandem, meaning the wheel in front and the wheel in back, nothing on the wings. So that's touches down one wing, the wheel will actually contact the wing. It's a sacrificial type of skill. Taking you into the cockpit, the Dodge Charger chase car, and what a spectacle that is, and I very much hope it's one we'll be able to see again in the future. With 70% of the aircraft's lifespan remaining, we sure hope so too. Let's just have a word as the aircraft rolls past I love how weathered and operational this aircraft looks. About the 99th exhibition.